It's about 7:15. It's a little chilly out this morning, which will be really nice to hike in. Even got the heater going in the dining room. I don't know how much I slept last night. I don't think a lot. I can see used to be pretty common for me. My eyes are pretty swollen. I have a feeling I'm just retaining a lot of fluid out here, which kind of sucks for mobility, but yeah, we'll just do, I think the next 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, we're gonna go from Unicoi to Dick's. Grace will pick us up here about 8 o'clock after we have breakfast. We're just gonna take it nice and slow, maybe like it's 17 miles, so we have less than 5 miles a day to do. I think we'll try and hit Trey first, like in the first day, but yeah, we'll see how we feel. All right, good morning. Here comes Donna with the breakfast. Look at that, gluten-free French toast. Thank you.
You are welcome.
We're a full house today, but I am the only one in for breakfast. I think everybody else is still kind of getting ready. But usually I like to wait for people to eat, but I'm just gonna start chowing down. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of this, but it's nice and hot. Oh my gosh, look at that. So good. All right. We're back at Unicoi.
I'm waiting for her. She has
Starting
to
up.
film everything. And I have to shut up so she can.
All right, heading up. It's about 40 degrees out. And actually, I know for a lot of people, this is probably pretty cold. But this feels really nice to be hiking in for me, especially the uphills right now. I'll take this 40 degrees over 85 degrees any day. I'm getting up the hill slow and steady. I feel pretty good, actually. I mean, I know I've only gotten like maybe 1.25 miles in an hour and a half, maybe. Actually, I haven't checked to see where I'm at right now, but I know as of 1 hour in, I was 0.9 miles out. So I'm going a little under 1 mile an hour. We're mostly going uphill, and we have maybe right now 4 days to do 17 miles between Unicoi and Dick's. But I can't get it out of my mind. We are supposed to hook up with Stanimals on Thursday to come get us, and we're paying $900 for a slack packing option, which I know is, $900 is a lot of money, but the way they had it advertised was it was 5 days, 4 nights, which didn't make sense to me to begin with. But they had it advertised like they were gonna slack us to Franklin. And when I talked to them, I got 2 different answers. Okay, yeah, it's 4 days of slacking, 5 nights. But then within the same conversation, it was, no, it's 3 days of slacking and 4 nights. And that they weren't taking us to Franklin, that they were taking us to one of the gaps, and that we would then they'd drop us off with all of our gear to go like 14 miles into Franklin. And that is not at all what was advertised. So like it just isn't sitting right in my soul with me. And we've already booked it, but it's still 4 days away. I am like really considering getting a hold of Bill and Donna and seeing what their options for slack packing are. If Grace maybe has some time to shuttle us back and forth, what her rates are, because I mean, even if it was a little bit more, it just would sit better with me, I think. Maybe I'm not thinking about this right. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, I'm not part of the hiker community, so I don't understand. Maybe I'm being picky. I don't know. But it just, oh, the other thing was when I had talked to them, I asked about getting a ride into church. Like, hey, could you help us arrange a shuttle either Saturday evening or Sunday into church? And they were like, absolutely, of course we can do that. But then when I talked to them yesterday to try and get the slack packing stuff figured out, it was like they didn't know who I had talked to, that would kind of like, they could get it, but it was like a giant hassle and it would be really difficult, and they didn't know when it would happen. And I don't know, I don't know if I haven't been able to stop thinking about it the whole way up. And I don't know if this is like God kind of giving me a little bit of a nudge and saying, hey, get back hooked up with Green Dragon. This is not where you're supposed to be. Or if it's just me fixating on something, because I'm fixating on something because I'm climbing up a hill and that's what I'm thinking about. The only other issue is we had planned on staying with them based on what they advertised for the slack packing. So I sent my next resupply box there. So we'd also have to get shuttled to there after canceling to get our box, which I hope would still be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Wacky about it. He's way ahead of me. He's way faster. So whenever I catch up with him a little bit later this afternoon, I'll see how he feels about it. If he thinks maybe I'm being unreasonable, or if he'd prefer to just kind of go with what we already planned, that's cool. We'll do that. I don't know. It just is not sitting right with me. All right, we got some downhills and flats. I'll finally pick up some speed. My legs, my feet, my ankles are all feeling really good after that 0 day. I looked at I didn't have my phone the whole time yesterday, but I think I only walked like 4,000 or 5,000 steps yesterday. So that probably helped. And I did do some rolling out of my feet and just some general resting. I'm sure in a couple miles or a couple hours as I'm going up Trey, everything I'm saying now will completely change, and I'll be like, my legs, I can't pick them up, and my ankles are screaming at me, and my feet hurt so bad. But right now, it feels great. I've been seeing this coming the whole way down, and I thought, this looks like my yard. So I picked a little bit, and it's mint. It looks just like the mint growing in my yard. It smells so good. I think I'm gonna pick a few more leaves and just kind of sniff them the whole way down. I think it's time for a little steak and eggs. Oh, it's pretty good. It's very tender. You don't have to rip it off. You're not choking on it, so I like this one. Look at that branch. I feel like a perfect sitting branch. I'm in excellent spirits. First of all, I have a Rice Krispie treat. Who could be upset when they're eating a Rice Krispie treat? And got a hold of Green Dragon. We are good to go there. They have some space for us, and Grace can slack pack us, I believe. So I'm just feeling a little bit better about that whole situation, and just my soul is feeling right again. So we're gonna get this section done I think we're determining right now, are we gonna do it in 3 or 4 days? Originally we had 4 days to do it, which is like not even 5 miles a day. So I know we're doing at least 6, a little over 6 today. And I think we're just determining, should we keep the 4 days and just get in really early, or on the 4th day, or should we just get this all done in 3, which is still not that many miles. So I'll keep you updated here in a moment on what we decide. I don't need water right now, but this spot at the Trey Mountain Gap is flowing really, really nicely. Made it to the cheese factory site. Apparently there used to be a cheese factory or something here on this site way back in the day. There is clearly no remnants left that I can see. This would be a cool place to metal detect. I'm not into metal detecting, but my husband loves it, and I imagine he would have an absolute blast out here. Although you'd probably just find a bunch of trash from hikers over the years. There's little berry buds. They're trying to come in. Looks like I've made it to Trade Gap. I have less than a mile to go before we hit the top of the mountain, and then I think like 1.5 till we get to the shelter. So it's been a pretty good day so far, I think. I'm pretty sure that beetle is dead, but it is absolutely massive. Look at the size of that thing, holy moly. We're almost to the top, but look at how pretty this is to hike through. Not quite the view I was expecting. There's a lot of trees up here, but it's still gorgeous. We just made it to some of the tent sites up from the shelter. I'm gonna drop my bag here, take my shoes off, put my sandals on. Maybe we'll head down to the shelter, use the privy, check all that stuff out, see where to hang our bags. Well, I've got a bag, he's got a can. I guess I'll see where I hang my bag. And then this will be our camp spot for the night. Can't really beat that view. That's where I'm sleeping tonight. Look at that. That's what I'm gonna close my eyes to. I've got little benches here on the side of the shelter. And tonight we have goodles and cheese, add some bacon bits. I have like a greens powder for a drink there. And then Wacky is sharing his cookie dough bites with me because they are gluten-free. So I am about to feast. Greens drink isn't too bad. See if these goodles, no, they don't feel like they rehydrated any better. They kind of smell like, do you guys have a oilless pump, or does your pump have the oil?
Oil.
It kind of tastes like the way the oil smells. Smell it. Do you smell it in there, or now you just smell bacon?
Bacon and cheese.
Yeah, I can't smell it anymore. But earlier I was getting a whiff of that, whatever that Dairyland oil is.
Mm.
Pretty cool water spot there. There's a little spring. If you turn, there's the foundation of a house or a shed or something there. I wonder what this was back in the day. Man, I was kind of waiting for this wave to pass and questioning whether to share it or not. And I thought, well, probably good to be real about how things feel out here. Crap. I miss my husband, man. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think we've really only spent a week or two apart since we met each other 13 years ago. In July it'll be 13 years since I met that man, and I'm obsessed with him. And I knew it would be hard being away from him. I just didn't think it would be this hard this quick. We're used to spending time apart. We usually spend the whole week apart. We see each other on the weekends, but I don't know. Something just hit me and I miss him. Maybe I just need some sleep and the emotions will pass. I'll still miss him, but that kind of sucks. This is the view out of my tent. There's a lot of fog rolling over, so you can't really see it, but that looks pretty amazing. I can't wait to see it in the morning with sunrise. It's supposed to be pretty cold out here tonight, maybe 34 degrees, so I've got my socks on. I've got these little down booties I got from the Outdoor Vitals, so I'm hoping they'll keep my feet warm tonight. I've got my silk liner and my quilt. I'm hoping all that keeps me pretty warm. I did somehow lose my pillow though. I have no idea where it went. I had my pillow the other day out here and somehow it's missing. But I do have, since it's supposed to be 34 degrees, just in case it's a couple degrees colder, I don't want my Sawyer to freeze, so I'm gonna pull that into the quilt. I had my electronics bag I'm gonna pull into the quilt as well, just to keep that warm so it doesn't drain my battery a little bit. You know, after my little emotional outburst there, the rest of the night was pretty good. Met some new guys and hung out with them for a little while, talked about life. Wacky and I got to know them a little bit better, and I think we're gonna wake up for the sunrise, and hopefully tomorrow will be another beautiful day.